For this next example, I changed the question up just a little bit. So I have sine x equals 5/13 and secant x, there should be an x in there, is greater than 0. And this is what you're going to see on WebAssign, where they don't flat out tell you what quadrant it's in, but they give you an indication. And it's kind of like what we did before exam 3, where you've got to figure out what quadrant are you in. So sine is positive. So you got to think, okay, well, sine's positive here and here. Secant's positive. Secant is the flip of cosine. So if secant's positive, cosine's positive. Cosine's positive here and here. So where they're both positive is quadrant 1. So when I go to draw up my triangle, I need to be in quadrant 1 to satisfy both of these conditions. So again, start at the origin, draw your hypotenuse out, and then drop the right angle down to the x-axis. The x, or theta value, the angle value, is in the corner here. So this is my opposite, this is my adjacent, and my hypotenuse. All right, so sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So I need to figure out what the adjacent side is by using Pythagorean's theorem. So, you know, this, I'm going to just call it adjacent a squared plus b squared equals hypotenuse squared. So I have a squared plus 25 equals 169. Subtract 25, and I get 144. Take the square root, and keep in mind you have to be aware of plus or minus. And in this case, because you're on the positive x-axis, this is going to be a positive 12. Square root of 144 is 12. All right, so now if I want to go find all of my, double angles, I'm using this triangle right here to do that. So sine of 2x is 2 times sine x. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, times cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse. All right, so again, you can either plop it all into your calculator if you feel comfortable doing that, or you can just multiply straight across. And that's what I'm just going to do. Take 2 times 5 times 12. Get your numerator, 120. And then 13 times 13, 169. Now, I don't believe that reduces, but if I want to check to make sure, again, using your calculator, where my calculator go, I would type in 120 divided by 169, hit the enter button, and then do math, enter, and see if that reduces, and it doesn't. So the double angle for sine is 120, that ratio is 120 over 169. For cosine 2x, I decided to do the 1 minus 2 sine squared x formula. And the reason for that is because I'm already told what sine x is. And that way, if I screw up my triangle, I'm not going to screw up cosine 2x, because I'm going to put in the 1 minus 2. Sine is already told to me 5/13, and then square it. So again, if you're not keen on order of operations, or you're not sure what you're doing there, use your calculator, and you can type it all in, and then just do math, enter. So 1 minus 2, parenthesis, 5 divide 13 squared. All right, hit the go button, and then do math, enter, and I get 119 over 169. So 119 over 169. All right, so here's the thing. Since you already have sine 2x and cosine 2x, technically you don't need the formula for tangent 2x, because Tangent 2x is sine 2x divided by cosine 2x. And if you're pretty confident that you got these two correct, you can just fill in. Sine of 2x is 120 over 169. And cosine 2x is 119 over 169. Do the keep, change, flip. All right, and our 169s are going to cancel, and I have 120 over 119. You're going to get the same ratio if you plug in tangent, which is opposite over adjacent, 5/12. So I'm going to have 2 times 5/12 over 1 minus 5/12 squared. It's just going to take, a little bit of doing here. Compute the numerator, 10/12. Compute the denominator, and this is where I would just, flop it into the calculator. 1 minus 5 divided by 12 squared. Watch your parentheses here. Math, enter. 119 over 144. Do my keep, change, flip. And you can see how this is getting kind of big pretty quick here. But 12 goes into 144 12 times, and then just multiply straight across, and I get my 120 over 119. To me, it's just easier. If you've already computed sine 2x and cosine 2x, just do the keep, change, flip with those. Now, the only reason that you wouldn't is if you were just specifically being asked, what is tangent 2x, without asking the other two. Then, yeah, use your formula, plug in, and, chug it out there.